One in total here of 236 for 7.
Good placement again. And good running. Second on the throw. The field had picked it up as they turned. 100 partnership between Gower and Allan Lamb.
Gower was out of the traps. Took his lightning to make sure that Allan Lamb got that single, which takes him through to a very good 50. 71 balls, that's all he received. Had to run a lot of them, just 2 fours, but a very impressive first 50 at international level. And David Gower joining him also on the 50. And that, in fact, has come in 1 ball more, which is rather surprising. And he, more surprising still, has only hit 1 boundary. It just shows how very well they've run between wickets. Really going to chase it now. Beautiful piece of footwork there.
And the Oval living up to its name. It's always been a difficult ground to pick the ball up on. And Allan Lamb beautifully down the wicket and hit that head high through mid-off, and long off never saw it.
It's perfectly safe again. There's 1 comfortable bounce to deep mid-off or long off. Gower down the wicket, beautiful shot, stroked it into the crowd for 6. The first 6 of the match, and perfectly straight. And David Gower doesn't hit too many 6s, but when he does, it really was hit in wonderful style.
Beautiful shot this by David Gower. Down come the feet.
Nimble footwork, giving himself room to find a gap on the offside.
This is marvellous cricket to watch. David Gower backing away, making room and pushing it square into the gap so he can get 2.
On the full toss, no problem at all in flicking that away for 4 runs. 4 runs which will take England past 200. So great stuff today from these England batsmen. 203 now for 2, with the double century coming up in the 43rd over.
And a high full toss, perfectly placed by David Gower. Just a little tickle round the corner. And 4 runs all the way. And these 2 England batsmen really taking the game by the scruff of the neck.
Oh, that was the shot of the day. Wonderful timing. Minimum of effort, really, and streaked away through that offside before.
Quick movement down the wicket. And what's the flow of this bat? Beautiful stroke.
And that's out. Straight into safe hands at deep mid-off. So the partnership finally broken. And Sarkar takes the catch. Yashpal Sharma picks up a wicket, and David Gower is out for a delightful 76. The 3rd wicket going down at 212 in the 44th over.
Quite rightly, the crowd is standing up and applauding him all the way back to the pavilion. And that's England now into a very strong position. 7 wickets in hand and 11.5 overs, and is out David Gower. Hitting that ball from just outside the leg stump. Trying to force it away on the offside and not quite timing it.
That's a shot he's been playing pretty regularly over this last week. We saw him in Wales on Sunday, playing that shot 3 or 4 times. Well, that could be trouble if it hits. He's just flicked the ball and Bolton can keep running because he's gone. Very risky single off the last ball of the over.
Very risky indeed, Jim. He hit it a little bit harder, possibly, than he wanted to or thought he had. And it's only a case of hitting the stumps and his yards out, which he did, and very easy decision there for the umpire, who's got himself into a marvellous position.
About to face the change of bowling again. A couple of Dev coming out. This is Nayak coming back on. And that's flicked away off his legs for 4 more.
So again, it's a couple Dev. 250 up for England, and this in the 50th over. In the air, Parker, but taken by the bowler in the end. MADAN LAL catches and bowls Allan Lamb for 99. He needn't worry too much about that. It was a sacrifice for the team. And it's always very nice to be in at the birth of a new Test star, which is what Allan Lamb is going to be. Cotton ball, MADAN LAL, 99.
He just got pegged down a little bit with the fielding, and he tries to hit across the line of a shortest delivery. Three fielders converge on that, but in the finish he's left to the bowler himself, MADAN LAL, and he makes no mistake. And Allan Lamb has gone for 99.
Allan Lamb perishing in a very good cause. And in the final chase, 3 more run-outs. Nice innings by Randall. And England finishing 276 for 9 off their allotted 55 overs. And the Indian bowling showing 2 wickets for MADAN LAL for 50 runs, 2 for Patil, who did a good job, and 1 for a rather expensive Sharma, 1 for 27. Well, India, to win this Prudential match, needed to score at 5.03 and over. A pretty tall order, and obviously they needed a good start. We're starting with the 3rd ball of the 1st over, bowled by Bob Willis to Parker. The commentators now, Tom Graveney and Jim Laker.
Willis again to Parker. And he's dropped. A little flick outside the off stump, straight in and out. It's not the greatest day for poor old off-spinner there, is it?
And a very similar shot to the one he played when he got out up at Leeds. And straight to Jeff Miller at first slip. And as Jim says, not quite his day.
Willis again to Parker. That's the one. He's got this time. Bolton's made no mistake. Flew off the outside edge, straight into second slip. So that expensive, or rather it wasn't an expensive miss, it looked like being one to begin with, but Gulham Parker only adding 2 and the first wicket down with a total on 5. Coming to terms, just put that away square. That's racing away, going to beat Allan Lamb for 4 runs.
to give a decision there. Vensaka was on his way, and that was a very good ball. It left him, and although Dilly hasn't always had his line and length right, that was one that was certainly worth a wicket. That's out. LBW. Yashpal Sharma given out LBW by David Evans. And everyone was rushing for the run out, and no one really was paying very much attention to what seemed to be a half shout from Paul Allen. 36 for 3, and it'll be up to Sunil Gavaskar now, who's on 14. He's seen 3 of his partners go, the last one Yashpal Sharma. And a long, long way to go now.
Well, he's bowled him all over the place. Well, a pretty good over this from both of them. Bowled him the nip backer there as he tried to drive, and that one held its own, pitched off stump, I would say, and just about hit off stump. So real trouble for the Indians here now. 42 for 4 with Malhotra, bowled by Botham for 4. Botham picking up his usual wicket, his first of the innings to date at the end of his 4th over, 1 for 4, which leaves India in that sort of trouble. 235 they want, just 34 overs, and the best part of 7 runs and over wanted. Well, it's Jeff Miller to bowl, and if this new batsman needs some runs, I think Jeff Miller could do with a wicket or 2. And he's got a big confident shout. First ball from Gavaskar, going to sweep a ball which looked fairly straight.
I would have thought that was possibly outside the off stump, but worth shouting.
Oh, would you believe it? That's a superb catch by Bob Willis at mid-off. So Miller, what a great change that was by the England captain. Brings Miller on and gets the wicket that England very badly needed. Sunil Gavaskar out for 15. Caught Willis, a beautiful catch at deepish mid-off, off the bowling of Miller, and India in very, very dire trouble now. I think no wicket more welcome than that of Dusty Miller. Everybody delighted to see him take that wicket. And he's bowled him. Well, Miller looking down as though he can't believe it. Well, disaster for India. Worse still for Sandeep Patel, who really can't make a run over here.
Well, this is amazing. The ball just going on a little bit with the arm, and Patel playing all round it.
That's a beautiful shot. Vintage stuff there from Kapil Dev. Leans on his bat, no need to run. Glorious 4 through extra cover. So the last ball here for the tea break. Both of them to Kapil Dev. Tried him with a bouncer. He got a semi sort of hook in. It's worked out quite well for him because it's brought in 4 more runs. So the 50 coming up off the last ball here before tea.
It's a good shot. Saeed Kirmani launching himself at that slightly over-pitched delivery from Barry Wood. It's gone. Kirmani caught at mid-wicket by both of them off Miller's bowling, and Miller has 3 now. .66 for 7.
And really, this was rather a half-hearted effort to hit Miller over the top. Sort of didn't really give it a go. He was just paddling it and pushed a very gentle catch straight to Ian Botham at mid-wicket.
It's more like it. A little conference between Kapil Dev and Madan Lal now.
And a good straight hit this by Madan Lal. A little bit across it, but it went very hard and very quickly.
I'm afraid that will have to go down as a chance. Very difficult one. 81 for 7, and I think it might just have been close to being 81 for 8. Bob Taylor getting a difficult chance there. I assume it didn't bounce before it went into his gloves.
I think he might have got a fairly thick bottom edge on that.
A brilliant performance here from England today. India 83 for 7, or they were 83 for 7. It's now 89 for 7 with Kapil Dev cutting loose. A delightful stroke that. We've put him down.
Well, Kapil Dev driving, and the ball not really there. Straight back to Barry Wood. And it looked as though he'd got it to begin with.
For India, 100 for 7, 32 to Kapil Dev, 16 to Madan Lal.
Playing all the shots, allowed that to come on, fairly hammered it off the back foot through the offside. Lovely shot there from Madan Lal.
You won't see a much better square cut than this. Barry Wood drags it down a bit. Plenty of room, and my goodness, he gives that some stick.
And that's put up a 50 partnership between these two. And he's gone for the big one over the top. Slice it away, and that's going to beat Dilly and go through for 4. The weather's still holding here. Plenty of lightning flashing around the old ground. Rumbles of thunder. And a lovely square cover drive from Kapil Dev. It takes him nearer 50, moves on now to 47.
After 40 overs, England were 172 for 2, so you can see the difference both in runs and wickets.
Another bouncy figure there of Wood takes a wicket. Beautifully caught by David Gower at cover.
Well, here Kapil Dev going for another one of his shots. Head over the ball, but failing to keep it down, and David Gower diving full length in front of him and making a very good catch.
Very good hit. That's his 50, Madan Lal, and a very good effort too. Coming in when there was no chance of a victory for India, but he's played extremely well.
Well, back here live at Old Trafford, the umpires have been off, they've been on, they've come